find what words mean. What's another word for the meaning of a word, Jalan? Say it again.
Definition.
Definition. What? A dictionary. Is it its own book?
Yes.
Janaya, do you know in a dictionary how words are listed?
Yes.
How? Are they random?
No.
Are they listed by their last letter? So maybe we don't know. So maybe that's something we have to think about. This is a dictionary. It's a book. It says a student's dictionary. But what's the big word? Dictionary. Glossary. Does anyone know what a glossary is? Aisha.
A glossary is, you can find it in a book on the back, on the last page, after the last page of the book. Then
So-
you can see the glossary, and it shows you what page it is.
Right. So Aubrey, what did Aisha just say? Where do you find a glossary?
When you're done reading a book, you will find a dictionary, and it will have
So you just used the word dictionary when you were describing glossary. Why would Aubrey use the word dictionary when she's describing the word glossary, Mikhail? Okay. Oh, so you were going to note that dictionaries are in alphabetical order. That's true. But why would Aubrey use the word dictionary when describing a glossary, Jolan?
because a dictionary is kind of like a glossary.
What's the same about them? What do they both do?
They both tell you the definition of something.
Right. What's different about a glossary and a dictionary?
It's like a dictionary is just like a computer. But
Dictionaries can be on a computer. That's a digital dictionary. Say digital dictionary.
digital dictionary.
That's when you find word meanings on some type of technology like a computer or an iPad or a phone. But what do glossaries and dictionaries both do, Ayana?
They both tell you, like a dictionary, it has a bunch of words, and then it will tell you what they mean, and a glossary does the same thing.
Does the same thing, right? The difference is that a glossary is where?
In a book.
Like, where is it? So in our journeys book. Is there a glossary here?
Yes.
And in the glossary, how are the words listed?
By the alphabetical order.
Alphabetical order, so it lists it by the first letter. And you notice there are headings here that tell you which letter grouping the words are in, right? So here's the thing. There are a few ways that we can use dictionaries and glossaries. One way is, like I wrote here, I don't recognize that word. I'm reading, I'm going along, I have no idea what that word is. I'm going to look it up in my dictionary. Here's my dictionary. Let's say the word I don't recognize is bite. I don't recognize bite. Where am I going to look in the dictionary for bite? Mikhail. In B, Naya, find me bite. So, say I see the word bite, and I'm not even quite sure since I haven't seen the word before. I said Janaya. I'm not even sure how to say the word because I've never seen it before. So there's two things. I don't know what the word means, and I don't know how to say it. So now I have to consult my dictionary. If I consult, it's kind of like ask my dictionary, but I'm not really asking it. What bite means. Right, Janaya? B-I-T. Come on, did you pass it? Did you pass bite? Can I see? You're in C's now. Alright, that's okay. So that's something that we have to practice in. Now we know that we have to practice looking through a dictionary on our ABC order, right? So B-I-T-E. Ah, bite. Bite. I found it. Bite. Bite. The first thing I see when I look at next to bite in parentheses, Marco, draw parentheses for me on the board so you remember what parentheses look like. Just draw a parentheses. So So remember what they look like. Inside the parentheses, next to my word, Blake, it says E-I-T, and it's got a little something over the I, and that's supposed to tell me how to say the word. Bite. It's in.
No,
What do you think? Mikhail, help him out.
We use parentheses when we do distributive property.
So inside the parentheses, while he's drawing that, I've got most eyes. While he's drawing in the parentheses, it's going to tell me how to say the word. So now, I wasn't sure how to say bite, but now I looked in the parentheses and it says bite. Next, very good, parentheses. So in the dictionary, this is what it actually says. Tell me that it's bite. Right next to that, it says noun. What's a noun? Go on.
A noun is a person who does something.
Right. Noun is another word for nouns are a part of speech. Say part of speech.
Part of speech.
Oh, come on, up here. Parts of speech are basically the type of word. So it says, oh, the first thing I see next to the word is noun. So now I know that dictionaries and glossaries will first tell me what kind of word it is. That's helpful. So the kind of word is also known as the part of speech. So it's a noun. What are other kinds of words that we know? If you can't think, look around the classroom. Because we have some. Joanne, you are so into this. I love it. But I want to give everyone a think minute to think. What kind of words are there to describe things? Okay, that's a word. What's We've been talking a lot of Okay, those are words. But I'm thinking, what's a way that we describe words? We say that some words are nouns, some words are parts of speech. Say it again. Louder. Verbs. Verbs is a type of word. Why would you do that? Go back to your desk right now. You'll come in back when you're ready. Verbs. Action verbs, being verbs. So now I know that bite, though, is a noun. Now I see, underneath bite, I know Kamani sees. I know Aisha sees. Marco sees. There's a 1 and a 2, and it has 2 different definitions. So now I see that some words have more than one meaning. And, Kamani, look here before the 2. What's that word before the 2? Starts with a V before the 2.
Oh.
Say it again.
Verb.
But then before, the first definition had noun. So bite can be both a what?
Verb and a noun.
So it is different parts of speech. Now, I'm going to read both definitions because I don't know the word. I want to know all the different ways I can use it, right? Number 1 says, a wound made by biting or stinging. So, Janaya, if you have a bite, what is that? A bite, is that a noun or a verb?
Yeah. It's a noun. It's a noun.
A bite, if you have a bite.
That's a verb. It's a verb. It's a verb. It's a noun because it's a thing.
Say it again.
I thought you said it's a noun because it's a thing.
Why is it a noun, Aisha?
Because it's a thing.
It's a thing. If I said, the dog wants to bite me,
That's a verb.
that's a verb. Now that I've seen both parts of the definition, I have to decide how the word makes sense in the sentence I found it in. So if the sentence I found it is, the dog wants to bite me, I know it's being used as a verb. Very good. If I say, I have a mosquito bite, I know it's being used as a noun, right? So that's how you use a dictionary when you don't know a word at all. What about if you recognize a word? We've seen the word before, but I want to learn more about it. Or, Janaya, I want to decide the best way to use it. We keep going back to that, how to use things the best way. going to go to bitter. B-I-T-T-E-R. I know that word. I've seen it before. But I'm not quite sure how I want to use it in a sentence. Thank you for your eyes, Julie. It says adjective. So I remember an adjective is a word that describes something. That's the part of speech. It what?
It describes something.
Thank you, Kamani. Can I hear everyone say what an adjective does?
It describes something.
Give me another example of an adjective, Rodney. Run, is that an adjective or something else? That's a verb, right. Colors are adjectives, right? Because they describe something. DeMarco, describe your shirt. Red. Is red an adjective?
Yes.
So I know bitter is an adjective. Now when I look down, I don't see any other parts of speech. I don't see noun, I don't see verb. So I know that bitter can only be used as what? Only 3 people in this class?
Adjective.
Thank you. I see 3 definitions. Count them 3. I know that there are a few parts to it, and I should read them all to decide how to best use the word for what I need it for, right?
Yeah.
So, first one, having a sharp or sour taste. So when something is sour, I can imagine in my mouth. Bitter. Grievous or painful. So if you're bitter, it's painful. Does it feel good? Okay. Last one. Piercingly cold. It's very bitter. How cold is that? Really, really cold, right? So now that I've read all the parts of the definition, I'm noticing that this word has more than just one meaning. It means really cold. It means a really kind of nasty taste.
More painful.
I'm waiting for 3 eyes. Thank you. And I'm also learning that it means painful, right? So now I can think about which definition is going to work for what I need to say. If I'm describing how an unripe orange tastes, which definition would I use? The first part,
Yes.
the second part, or the third part? The third was cold, second was painful, and the first was what?
Sour.
Sour. So which one?
First.
Show me your fingers. Which one? I see one. One. That's right. So that's how I use a dictionary or a glossary, depending on if it's my own dictionary or back there, to learn more about a word I already know. Now, we got to do a quick review of our vocab using, what do you think we're going to use? Parts of speech. What tool did we just use to find out the meanings of the word fighting bitter? Dictionary. So in your table groups, you're each going to get 2 of our vocab words. You're going to grab, there should be a dictionary on each of your desks.
I got it.
You're going to use the dictionary to find the definitions of the word. What else are in the definition of the word that you need to write down? Not just the definitions, the what? The part of speech. You need to make sure you write every definition. Are you going to write just one meaning of the word?
No.
What if there are 5 meanings of the word? Are you going to write all 5 meanings?
Yeah.
Yes. Then you need to draw a picture to represent the word. Then you need to write a sentence to represent the word. And then you need to come up with a quick body motion that represents the word as you say it. Now, because we need to do this as quickly as possible, we don't have all day, each member in the group is going to have a job. So once you have gotten your word and you know which word it is and you've looked it up in the dictionary and gotten your meaning, the illustrator, what do you think the illustrator is going to do?
Go and draw the picture.
I'm looking for some. Come on.
The illustrator is going to draw the picture.
Right, so once you know what the word means, the illustrator is going to get to work drawing the picture. There's a clipboard on each desk for the illustrator to draw a picture. What is there on each desk for the illustrator to draw?
Clipboard.
A scribe. Scribe means the person who's going to write. What do you think the scribe is going to do? Naya. Right, the meaning, the part of speech and the meaning on a piece of paper. spokesperson. Okay.
Person who said no. Person who spokesperson is the person who says who tells them the word.
Right. So what the spokesperson will do is first the spokesperson is going to be the person that randomly picks the vocab word. It's going to read the word to the group and then read the definition to the group. Okay?
Yes.
And then when we present, they'll announce the word to the whole class. And then a facilitator. You may not know what a facilitator means, so I'm just going to tell you, for the purposes of this activity, the facilitator is going to think about the sentence that you're going to use the word in. And this facilitator will work with the scribe to make sure the sentence makes sense.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to see where we are time-wise on the first 3 parts, being the definitions, the picture, and the sentences. I am hoping that we can get to the body movements. The way you do a body movement, I'm going to show you, is if my word is rickety. On the back of our cards, obviously the definition is there, but this is not the definition you're going to write in your paper, right? Because you're going to get that from your
Dictionary.
right. But when you're announcing your words to the class, you might say, rickety means shaky or likely to fall apart. Everyone will say that, and when they say it, they might say, rickety means shaky or likely to fall apart.
Nope.
So basically, your body will match the definition. It'll be quick, and everyone says it together. But the only way we can do it is if you work really hard to get the rest of it done. If not, we'll have to do this another day. I got it, dude?
Yeah.
We'll see. Are you going to work together?
Yes.
Are you going to stick to your own job?
Yes.
I'm going to assign your jobs. Are you going to complain